Alright, so I have discovered what I believe to be an extreme glaring issue. As many of you may know, in the Lorax is How Bad Can I Be, there is a scene where he chose him in his office, and there is, as you can see, a lot of US currency here. Now, I wanted to figure out just how unrealistic this is. So I started by looking at this little tower right here. And I did some calculations. I decided, we'll be fair, we'll use the smallest denomination of US currency there is in bills, which is of course the $1 bill. Now, the problem is you don't really know how many bills are in these stacks, unless you look at the currency strap. Now, it says here that this is a stack of $100 bills in 10,000 $10,000 straps. And it says, note the compliant mustard color, and what color would those straps happen to be? Now, as I'm sure many of you are aware, 10,000 divided by 100 is 100, which means there must be 100 $1 bills, or $100. Now, it's 4 stacks wide, so that's $400, and it's difficult to tell how many wide it is, but over here, you get a sense that there's probably about 2 because there's 2 straps. That's times 2, that's $800. Now, in this here, right there, in this clip right here, you can count about probably 24. I actually have a specific clip I used. I pulled a little screenshot. Pulled a little screenshot, and I used this. And there are 24 of them. Just take my word for it. 800 times 24 is 19,200, okay? That little stack there. Let's go a bit further because it expands. And you see that they're actually this wide. Now, this, same thing. See, it's 2 bundles by 4 bundles. But there are many more bundles. I'm going to focus on this one right here. Now, it's very blurry, as you can tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit right here. I'm guessing that's about 1 bundle. And if I don't actually have a ruler on me, I'm going to use makeshift ruler. Each bundle is approximately, I'm going to call that 0.75 centimeters. Now, my screen is, call that 1.2 feet. So 1.2 times 12 times 2.54 will get my screen size in centimeters. Now let's divide that by 0.75. It means there's 48.768. 48.768 times 800 means there would be $39,014 in just this chunk here. That's not the only stack. And as you can see, the stacks are far bigger than that. You can see these are whole chunks. Now if I go back a bit, I'm going to try to get an estimate of how big each of those would be. Okay, here. We get an idea that the chunks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 thick. Now let's just quickly go to here we go. This is a good shot. We have approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 times 10, which is obviously just 220, times 800. $176,000. Now, there are a lot of stacks. I'm going to estimate that there's 50 stacks, because that seems like a number he would keep around. Now keep in mind, these are not really the most concrete things. So we get just from those that we can see, with very inaccurate and probably underestimated calculations, that he is $8.8 million. Okay? But here's the thing. How many businessmen do you know who have all their money in $1 bills just lying around? So let's be honest, let's call it about 8. And let's say that say that those are $100 bills. which is 880 million. Yeah, 880 million. Now, let's go a bit farther. Largest U.S. physical currency. Now, I know that the $100 bill is the largest bill, but let's see, paper money, bang. Let's say they're in checks. So let's. I'm an awful person. So let's assume that they're checks. Let's see, what kind of check would he be using? Variations of regular checks. Payroll checks are divided check. Oversized check. Yeah. No, that's the size, the physical size of it. You know what? Let's call it the payroll check because it's a business, right? Payroll check max size. Okay. It said payroll checks and cashier checks with a maximum amount of $5,000. So $5,000 times $880 million means that he has in his office 4.4 trillion. Now here is where it gets just a bit scary. See, I did some research and found that physical currency, no, just currency in circulation in U.S. Because he doesn't have he speaks English, doesn't have an accent. I'm assuming he's in the U.S. Okay, well, as of July 2013, currency in circulation, U.S. coins and paper currency total about $1.2 trillion, which means he has with his 4 trillion dollars. 4.4 divided by 1.2, he has 3 2/3 times the entire currency in the U.S. Inflation calculator. U.S. inflation calculator future. Oh, crap. Okay. I have an idea. Currency in circulation in 2000. Okay, so $1.4 billion in 2016. Okay, we use that as a baseline. In 2000, let's do 2 decades. $427 billion. Okay, so 1,436 was that? 1,436? 63 divided by 427 means that there's 3.42 times the current U.S. currency. So he gained 3.4 times. So let's just note 3.43. And if we do our little inflation calculator, we find that since 1996, currency has increased in value twice. Which means for every 3.43 times we gain, it doubles in size. Now, what was our little number of how much more it was? I need to be more organized. let's use current value. So 80 million divided by, times 5,000, 4.4 times 10 to the 12th power. So that's 4, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No. Yeah. Divided by 1.1. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Move 1, 0. Yeah. Okay, it was 3.43. Okay. Yeah, 3.43 times, and it doubles. And 3.43 divided by 3.41 divided by 3.43 gives us 0.994. 0.994 times 2 gives us our inflation rate of 1.988, which means the Once-ler having this much money, assuming all the money in his office is all the money in the US, would cause an inflation of nearly 2 times. But let's get dark. Let's assume that his 4.4 trillion is added to the 1,400,000,000 gives us 5.8 trillion. Okay, 5,800,000,000 divided by 1.140,000,000 gives us 4.14. 3.43 divided by 4.14 gives us 4.14 divided by 3.43 gives us 1.2 times 2 gives our inflation rate of 2.41, which means $1 now would be worth $2.4 if the Once-ler had this much money in his office, which means the Once-ler caused over 2 decades worth of inflation. The Once-ler needs to be stopped, people. Open your eyes.